This is my ranking of every Stranger Things season released so far. I say this as a huge Stranger Things fan, so I of course love all these seasons, but I'm going to try to rank them 1 through 4. And in last place, I have season 3. I know that, it has flashy colors, it has the grandioso mall scenes, it has, kind of just like a bigger feel to it than the first 2 seasons. The first 2 seasons, the show's kind of confined to those small town elements. Now we have the Russians getting involved. The mall just feels like a bigger deal in general. Our characters are doing more things, going more places, wearing brighter colors. It all feels bold and courageous. But I kind of feel like it's actually the least bold season when you look into it from a technical standpoint, with the writing of the characters, with the plot in general. I feel like the story kind of stands still for the most part in this season, more so than the others. And while season 3 is still really entertaining, I just don't think that the characters are as good, the storyline is as good and tightly written as it is in the other seasons, so I have to put it in last place here. In third, I have season 1. Now, of course, season 1 gets it all started, and the way I would describe it is just so fundamentally sound. I mean, you really can't nitpick too many flaws about season 1, in my opinion. I even think the 2 seasons I have left above it at this point, you could definitely point out more flaws. I just think that overall, there's more intrigue and overall high points in those seasons that I prefer to season 1. But I think what puts season 1 over season 3 for me is just the original element of mystery, especially surrounding Eleven and her powers, and we didn't know the extent of those really at all yet, and of Will's disappearance, of course. At number 2, I have the most recently released season as of now, season 4. I think it was incredible. The introduction of the new and bigger, badder villain Vecna was necessary and was awesome. The stakes were successfully heightened for the show without sacrificing, good writing and good character development within that. And this season just has so many classic moments at this point. The running up the hill scenes, the Vecna reveal. The whole final episode of the season is just like a huge movie. Incredible, incredible season. And at number 1, I have season 2, obviously at this point. I know this isn't a popular opinion on the internet. I guess just because of the Lost Sister episode, everyone writes the season off as automatically the worst in most cases, but I just completely disagree with that sentiment. Similar to season 1, there's no doubt about that, but I think it appropriately and slightly subtly ups the stakes. The monster and how it's connected to Will, actually seeing him in person, which I just find to be the more interesting scenario that they put Will in. And then we just get deeper character explorations across the board. And then the last 2 episodes of season 2 are just awesome too. So I know the Lost Sister episode is a little bit of an interruption and not as good as the rest, but when the rest of the season is as good as it is, it doesn't knock it down for me. So I have it as my favorite season.